Hello, welcome to the Q. It is Scenario Zero, Global War 1985, and it is the Soviet turn 5. For their purchase, now that we have the second major air base, we get 2 cruise missiles this turn, in addition to our anti-ship missile. We'll buy another fighter jet, airborne, paramilitary, and a SAM. And starting to feel the crunch of the money and lack of units. However, we will make attacks nonetheless. So we've got our anti-ship missile, which obviously we'll fire there. And we're going to use 2 cruise missiles. One from this base. 1, 2, 3. So from this air base in Buenos Aires, 1, 2, 3. It'll go here into Colombia. And we have one coming from this air base going 1, 2 into Venezuela. All right, so we will have a similar attack. We'll have 2 jets going into Colombia, along with the infantry, a marine, and the the attack helicopter. All right, so going here into Venezuela will be an airborne and the air cav, which will have to land in Venezuela. And do I want to use one of those jets somewhere else? I think the jet that was here in Peru will be in this attack up here. Try and give both of them a chance for success. And let's start with the anti-ship missiles, which has been failing miserably and continues to. All right. Next, up in Venezuela, we have a cruise missile. That takes out the paramilitary, obviously. Now we've got an airborne and air cav. Let me see. Air cav is 4, airborne is 3. So here's the airborne, this. Air cav, miss. And we have the jet fighters at 6. Uh-oh, complete miss. Defending is the U.S. infantry at a 4. Miss again. All right, let's start over. Airborne probably now is a 2. Oh, you know what? It was a 2. That says with close air support. Yeah, they missed anyway, so here's them at a 2. The air cav at a 4. There we go. The U.S. infantry defends at a 4. We'll call that a 4. So we'll lose the airborne because they don't defend as well, right? Yeah, they defended a 2. So we will take Venezuela with the air cav. Get those out of the way. So that takes the U.S. down 1 and brings the Soviets up 1. I'm just going to take 1 off of the tech chart. We're not advancing that anyway. All right, so the last battle will be here in Colombia. Cruise missile. So my missile attacks have not been very good this game. All right, so we have a regular infantry at a 2. The marine gets boosted with close air support to a 3. And then the attack helicopter and fighter are both at 6. All right. So here's the 2 for the infantry. Nope. 3 for the marine. Nope. Do I have to roll those separate? Yes, because target select for the helicopter is a 1. So here's the helicopter. Nope. And the jet fighter gets a 6, so it gets a hit. So that'll be the light infantry. They both defend, but that has a target select. So we'll lose the light infantry. All right, so the U.S., here's the infantry defense, of course, and the main battle tank misses. So we will lose our infantry, because the Marine gets boosted higher from the chopper, the attack helicopter. So the Marine's at 3. Attack helicopter at 1. I guess I could have rolled these together. There's just the tank left. And the fighter at a 6. Good night. All right, U.S. defends with the tank, main battle tank at a 4, and that battle is over. And that was really... you know, I think we'll lose that attack helicopter. It doesn't seem like the right play, but I think we want to take that. So round 3, the Marine at a 1 or 2, and the fighter at a 6. There we go. There's a hit. All right, main battle tank 4. All right, so that panned out. Only because it was round 5 that we want to do that. So that aircraft will land back there. This aircraft will land back in Peru as well. All right, so Colombia will go up again, and we'll give another $1 for the Russians there, and take 1 away from the U.S. All right, so now non-combat. We're going to slide this SAM using that strategic land move over to Peru, along with 1 of these airborne. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty much it. So let's place our goods. The airborne goes here in Buenos Aires. In Ecuador goes the paramilitary. The fighter jet here will go in Peru, and the SAM will go in Buenos Aires. You know what? We need this for a scramble. So we're going to build it here in Buenos Aires. And then we get our 2 free cruise missiles and free ship missile, anti-ship missile. All right. So that's it so far on the Russian turn. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 territories. The U.S. has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the U.S. has to take a lot of ground, and they don't necessarily have to hold it because they got the next turn after that. So we'll see what the U.S. has in store, and then what the dice roll has in store at the end of the U.S. turn.